Slow pacing by Shane King and Tommy McKinley there. King in the 13 and the K13, McKinley in the 71M. They'll be looking right here. Wes is waving that green flag. It's time to go racing. Tommy McKinley moves down into the lead with Hamilton in the 1 car, 1W. Trying to get in there. Shane King in the K13. Then you got the 6M of Jeff Jones, the 84 of Tom Lorenz. Then you got the 27 of Donnie Dunman. Chris Bell in that 79B, and then Keith Jackson, 25J, moving up 1 position. Meanwhile, out front, they come down the front straightaway. 71M of McKinley, Walter Hamilton. He's charging hard. He's going to try and get underneath him. Tommy's not going to let. Oh, there he is. Hamilton on the inside berm trying to get underneath him. McKinley says, nope, that ain't going to work. Hamilton knows that underneath is probably the only way you're going to get him. All right, Hamilton moving to the outside. It's McKinley out front. Then it's Hamilton. Then it's Shane King. Tom Lorenz. Tom Lorenz trying to take over that 3rd position. It's moving into turn 3. And, well, looks like he's got Shane King cleared. Meanwhile, Tommy McKinley's trying to hold on to that lead position, but Walter Hamilton driving hard into the turn up on the outside. Jeff Jones getting underneath the K13 of Shane King, take over that 4th position. Meanwhile, Walter Hamilton doing everything he can do. 1 more lap. McKinley now, he got to the inside. He got to McKinley and figured it out. McKinley thought he was going to have to block to the outside. Didn't work. Your new leaders, the 1W of Walter Hamilton. In 2nd now is the 71M of McKinley. In 3rd, the 84 of Tom Lorenz. In 4th will be Jeff Jones in the 6M. Checkered flag coming out. Walter Hamilton in the 1W, your winner. Tommy McKinley in 2nd in the 71M. 3rd goes to Tom Lorenz in the 84. 4th to the 6M of Jeff Jones. 5th to the K13 of Shane King. Then you have Harvey Jackson in the 25J and the 27 of Donnie Dunman.
So Jerry Cowart in that 22J, it's a white 22J not showing up. The 17T, so our whole front row not showing up. Oh, watch out. Jeff Oster out of Mesquite. All right, he stays on the gas. And we stay green here in heat race number 2 for the factory stocks. Two by two for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. As the 98 car of Davis trying to make a move on the outside. Falls back over here in turns number 1 and 2. As the 23 of Don Jensen now taking a peek to the outside of the 22T of Thomas. 2 by 2. They run through 3, now 4. The 123, Brett Jensen, or B.A. Jensen, now the 98 of Chris Davis. He went from 5th to 2nd just that quick. Problems for the 22T. Spinning out. He's still on the gas. He's back out on the racetrack. Robert Thomas in that 22T. As Rick Murray has checked out on this one. Rick Murray in that black number 8. Off turn number 4. Just that quick. Checkered flag for the 8 car, Rick Murray. Second spot going to the 98 car. Chris Davis third, the 123 of B.A. Jensen. Fourth, Don Jensen in that 23. That's the way they finish up. Rick Murray checked out on that one. The field hadn't even finished taking the white flag, and Murray was already going to victory lane in that heat race. Next up, your White Horse Tuning and Dyno USRA Modifieds, and with a call, Joe Casper.
Here we go. They looking, they thinking. Wes is waving, so it's time to go racing. '17 of Jason Sarton. Here comes Cody Simpson. Whoa, 4 wide coming out of 2. And Cody Simpson in the 81 takes over the lead. It's Simpson, Philpott, Tyndall, Needham, O'Neill, Cave, and Casper. Wait a minute, that wasn't Cave. That was Jason Sarton. Looks like Skip O'Neill having a little problem coming off the turn there. Out front is still the 81 of Cody Simpson. Oh! Looks like Jason Sarton didn't see the blinker that Skip O'Neill had on to turn left into the pit. And got a little rear end action there. Here comes Sarton up underneath trying to make a move on the 52 of Casper. Casper going high. Jason Sarton getting up underneath. Your leader, the 81 of Cody Simpson. Philpott in second. 99 of Needham in third. Jason Sarton in fourth. 52 of Casper and the 15 of Cave. They are spread out all the way around this racetrack. All right, 2 laps to go, 2 laps to go. Simpson come around already. Leader is about to come up on his first lap car, white flag coming out. Cody Simpson getting underneath, 52 of Casper. Casper having a pushing problem. Here comes Philpott. He done figured out he's getting lapped. Not Philpott, but Casper. He's moved up. Let's see where we go. Checkered flag coming out to the 81 of Cody Simpson. Second going to the 12 of Philpott. Third goes to the 99 of Jeff Needham. And fourth to the 17 of Jason Sarton. And that's all of that one. I'm going to turn the second heat over to Pete.
Looking for that side-by-side turn 4 start. Green flag is out. Side-by-side, Clyde Dunn Jr. on the outside. Pulls alongside Jack Sarton. Sarton beats him into turn number 3. Clyde Dunn Jr. does the crossover, takes a peek to the inside, coming off turn number 4, down the front straightaway. But for now, the 47, Jack Sarton, out in front. He pushes up the racetrack, opens the door for the 88 of Clyde Dunn Jr. He rockets to the lead, coming off 2. So Clyde Dunn Jr. out in front. Jack Sarton in second. James McCreary in that 13J runs in third. Takes a peek to the inside of the 47. Falls back in line. But he's all over the 13J of James McCreary, all over the 47. of Jack Sarton. That's Clyde Dunn Jr. in that 88 car. With about a 10-car length advantage over now the 13J of James McCrary as he slingshots up in that second spot. Drifts high over here in 3 and 4. Sarton trying to come back. He falls back in line to third. Fourth, the 29X, that's Lance Plant, and the 45J of Michael Jackson. Caution on the Speedway, caution on the Speedway. It's only 4 cars left here in heat race number 2 as the 45 and the 45J, the 45 of Frank Rose and the 45J of Michael Jackson having some problems. White flag in the air, white flag in the air. Checkered flag. Your winner, the 88 of Clyde Dunn Jr. Second spot going to 13J of James McCrary. Third, the 47 of Jack Sarton. Fourth, the 29X of Lance Plant. And rounding out the top 5, it's the 45J of Michael Jackson. Of course, he had already been to the pit area with that 45J. Next out, first heat race for your Everclear Auto Glass Limited Modifieds.
6 out of Mesquite, Texas. Last row, 11th. Of Eric Luttrell out of Kaufman, and the 2 of Eddie Smith out of Terrell, and we got the green flag. It's time to go racing. All right, out front right now, it's 15 of Josh Graham. Then you got Matt Goswick in the 67 and the 36 of Kenneth Reed, the 11 of Eric Luttrell, the 34 of Russ Houck, and the 2 of Eddie Smith. Matt Goswick in that 67 car trying to get to the 15 of Josh Graham. Josh Graham in that 15 car has got some power under the hood tonight. That White Horse Tuning and Dyno number 67 just can't seem to creep up on the 15 of Josh Graham. You'll have to pardon our scoreboard. Something's messed up again. Two laps to go for the 15 of Josh Graham. It's Graham, Goswick, Reed, Luttrell, Smith, and Houck. White flag coming out one more time for Josh Graham in that 15 car. If he can hold it, no problems down the back straightaway into turn 3. Looking at the checkered flag, it's the 15 of Josh Graham, and the 67 of Matt Goswick, the 36 of Kenneth Reed, and the 11 of Eric Luttrell. Bringing up the rear will be the 2 of Eddie Smith and the 34 of Russ Hauk. And I'll turn the next heat over to Pete.
24 cars entered tonight here at Devil's Bowl Speedway for the Everclear Autoglass Limited Modifieds as the green flag waves on heat race number 2. Jeff McGibney out in front with Charlie Knight in that 2K. Feeling the pressure from the 123 of Brett Jensen. Jensen down the bottom side of the racetrack, picks up the second spot coming off turn number 4. Here comes Brandon Williams in that number 5. He's up to third as the 2K with problems. Not sure if he broke or something happened, but the 2K slipping back here in heat race number 2. Charlie Knight in that 2K. As Jeff McGibney now, he'll be feeling the pressure from the 123 of B.A. Jensen. Brandon Williams right there in third. Two laps to go here in heat race number 2. White flag in the air, white flag in the air. Checkered flag. Your winner, the number 19 at Jeff McGibney. Second spot going to Brett Jensen in the 123. Third, the 5 car of Brandon Williams. Fourth, the 99D. That'll be Darrell Franklin. That's why they finish up. Heat race number 2 for your Everclear Autoglass USRA Limited Modifieds. Next out, heat race number 3, and here with the call, Smoking Joe.
Will be Hunter Howard out of Wolf City in the 48H. And the 33 of Pepper Kuykendall out of Venus, Texas. Didn't Pepper win the feature last week? On Friday night? Or Saturday? Yep. Green flag. Oh, nope. Wrong. That is a no start. No start. All right, we're looking. Are we liking it? Yes. Guy with the official shirt in the flag stand says it's time to go racing. Thomas Blackwell throws it in there hard. Ashcraft underneath and Blackwell pinching him off a little bit. Ashcraft says, no way, Jose. I'm driving in here as deep as you are. And Ashcraft gets underneath the 15B of Blackwell to take over the lead. It's Ashcraft, Blackwell, Murrow. I think it's Murrow. Who's in that third? Oh, that's Buckmeyer. That's who that is. Kane Buckmeyer. I can't see these numbers on these cars with all this dressing on. I can, but it's black and white. That's got like 14. Oh, it's a race for the lead. Blackwell thought he was going to get underneath the 56 of Ashcraft. Blackwell's putting hard, a little bit of push there, has stomped the brake. Coming up on his rear bumper is a 69X of Kane Buckmeyer. Blackwell's got a little push problem there he's going to have to fix. Maybe you need to run a little brake to the back. Not sure what's going on, but he's pulling out. Ashcraft is pulling out. Got about a 4-car length lead. Then it's Blackwell, Buckmeyer, Kuykendall, the 48 of Murrow, and the, wait a minute, and the 48H of Hunter Howard. Okay, that was confusing for a minute. White flag coming out for Ashcraft, who's pulled out to about a half a straightaway lead over the 69X of Buckmeyer. Buckmeyer took over that second place while I wasn't looking. Relegated Thomas Blackwell to the 15B to third place. Looking at the checkered flag coming out of turn 4, it's the 56 of Stephen Ashcraft. Second's going to the 69X of Kane Buckmeyer. Third to the 15B of Thomas Blackwell. Fourth to the 33 of Pepper Kuykendall. Fourth to the, well, I don't know which one of them was which. You had Stephen Murrow in 148, and then you had the 48 of H of Hunter Howard. So however that worked out.
Lights out, looking for the side-by-side start coming off turn number 4. Green flag in the air. Heat race number 4 underway. Side by side. You couldn't have planned that any better. Jeff Stroop in the 12J. Loses to the lead. To the 17 of Joe Content. Joe Content out in front at number 17. Jeff Strapp and the 12J in second. Wally Beatty in the 75 now. Getting underneath the 12J as they come off turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Here comes Chase Raymond in that number 1. Wally Beatty up to second, trying to reel in the 17 of Joe Content. As Chase Raymond gives chase in that third position, the number 1. Fourth, the 12J, Jeff Strapp. Fifth, the 6 of Tandy Burris and Scott Prather. Problems for Chase Raymond. Having some difficulties. Here comes the 12J, losing some power as the white flag's in the air for Joe Content. Right rear flat for the number 1. Right rear flat for the number 1 at Chase Raymond. Off turn number 4, checker flag in the air for the 17 of Joe Content. Second spot, the 75 of Wally Beatty. Third, the 12J of Jeff Strapp. Fourth, it's going to be the 22 of Scott Prather. And Tandy Burris rounds out the top 5. And Chase Raymond will finish in 6th. That's the way they finish up. Heat race number 4, fourth and final heat race, as the RadRides.com pace truck will be headed out onto the Speedway.
But, man, this is a slow start. Here we go. Green flag's waving. Better time that one just right. All right, it's Vetter, Shoulders, Holt, Nestrick, Thomas. Out front, still the V8 of Vetter. Nestrick trying to get underneath the 16P of Matthew Holt. Making a risky move there, getting into turn 1. Marcus Thomas moving underneath the 16P of Holt. Take over that 4th position. Right now as they run, it's Vetter, Shoulders, Nestrick, Thomas, Holt, and Smith. Nestrick throwing that car hard into turn one. Trying to gain a little ground on the 11S of Russell's shoulders. Oh, man, that was close. Nestrick got up underneath. Russell went a little high. Nestrick tried to dive in there and take that over, and Russell says, no, that ain't happening. 2 laps to go for Vetter. Nestrick trying to make that move underneath. Shoulders going to try and hang on to that second position. He'd take the white flag this time. That'll give him one more chance. Here comes Marcus Thomas trying to take over that third position from Heath Nestrick. Nestrick holding on tight there. Down the back straightaway, it's Vetter, Shoulders, Nestrick, Thomas. Nestrick going a little high. Thomas checkered flag coming out for the V8 of Robert Bader. Second going to the 11S to Russell Shoulders. Third to the 4X of Heath Nestrick. Fifth to the 10G of Marcus Thomas. And then it's Matthew Holt and Austin Smith. So I'll turn the second heat in the Race Saver 305 IMCA division to Pete Hronis.
Down to the inside, the 2, Kobe Stubblefield, taking over the lead as they go down the back straightaway. Michael Oliver in the 1-0, falls to second. Kobe Stubblefield, our track champion a couple of years ago here at Devil's Bowl Speedway. He was a rookie champion, 18 years old. He was 17 most of that year. Michael Oliver running in second. Larry Long now in the 1M up to third. Side by side for second, coming off turn number 4. Long down to the inside. Oliver on the outside. Long with the preferred groove coming off turn number 2. Can't get it done as they go down the back straightaway. Oliver is still hanging on to the second spot. Long charges hard down into turn number 3, still side by side. Now Long with the advantage as they come to the stripe. Oliver not giving it up. Tight racing to the number 4 of Austin Mundy. Getting a little sideways. Hunter blocks him in the 4B, excuse me. Getting a little sideways over the top. I was like, Austin Mundy in 4th, Larry Long in 3rd, Michael Oliver in the 1-0 in 2nd, and Kobe Stubblefield, your leader as they come off turn number 4. White flag in the air, white flag in the air. One more time around. Long taking a peek to the outside of Oliver. Charges hard into turn number 3. Checker flag out for the 2 car. Kobe Stubblefield. Larry Long making the hard charge on the outside. Finishes second. Michael Oliver finishes 3rd with Austin Mundy in 4th, and Hunter blocks him, rounding out the top 5. That's where they finish up heat race number 2 for your IMCA Race Saver Sprints.
All right, it's green flag. It's time to go. Martin Edwards out front in the 45. Currently in second, the 24 of Joseph Casper. Then you got the 00 of Jaden Brown. Then you got the 4R of Randy Henderson. Jaden Brown making a move, coming up, getting up behind the 24 of Joseph Casper. Out front, way out front, the 45 of Martin Edwards. Jaden Brown looks like he's pulling a little bit on the 24, coming down the back straightaway. He's got more speed coming off. Oh, little bump in the rear right there. It says, get out of the way, Casper. Jaden Brown going a little bit high that time. Your leader still the 45 of Martin Edwards. Joseph Casper in second. Jaden Brown in third. Randy Henderson in fourth. Jaden Brown looking to make his move around the outside of Joseph Casper. Casper goes into turn. Brown tries to keep from sliding up in there, throws it sideways. Casper's hard on it. He says, I guess I'm in the way, but I'm going to stay in the way. Jaden Brown finally making it around the 24 of Casper. White flag coming out for Martin Edwards this time. Martin taking the white, then the Jaden Brown in the 00, then the 24 of Joseph Casper taking the white, and the 4R of Randy Henderson. I know he's trying hard to pass Joseph. Checkered flag coming out for the 45 of Martin Edwards. Second going to the 00 of Jaden Brown. Third to the 24 of Joseph Casper. And fourth to the 4R of Randy Henderson. All right, we're looking. Front rows had their marching orders. We'll see what happens. Green flag's waving. It's time to go. Hamilton on the outside, Jensen on the inside. Hamilton dives into the turn first. Going down the back straightaway, it's Hamilton. The 123 of Brett Jensen. The 98 of Chris Davis. The 8 of Rick Murray. The 71M of Tommy McKinley. The 84 of Tom Lorenz. The 23 of Don Jensen. You just saw him on the front straightaway a little earlier, accepting his award. Walter Hamilton pulling out to about a 10-car length lead over the 98 of Chris Davis. Chris has made his way up. Started fourth, now he's second. As they run, Walter Hamilton, Chris Davis in the 98, the 123 of Brett Jensen, the 8 of Rick Murray, the 71M of Tommy McKinley, the 84 of Tom Lorenz, the 23 of Don Jensen. Then you got a door handle to door handle battle between the 25J of Keith Jackson and the 6M of Jeff Jones. Jeff Jones on the outside. Then you got the K13 of Shane King. Meanwhile, way out front, or I won't say way, but he's got about an 8-car length lead right now is Walter Hamilton in the 1W. Lorenz looking underneath, 71M of Tommy McKinley. He poked his nose up in there. Tommy says, Out of turn 4 with 4 laps down. 5 laps down. The 1W of Hamilton. Chris Davis still in second. Brett Jensen still in third. Rick Murray in fourth. Tommy McKinley in fifth. 84 of Tom Lorenz in sixth. Then you got Jeff Jones, Harvey Jackson, Don Jensen, Shane King. And they're halfway through. Oh, we got one turned around over here in turn 1, or turn 2, excuse me. It looks like it might be Jeff Jones in the 6M. Tom Lorenz hadn't seen that yellow light yet. He was trying to pass Tommy up there Down the front straightaway. Tommy says, you don't go up here. All right. Anticipation. Green flag's out, and it's time to go. Hamilton pulls back out. Into the lead. Chris Davis, Brett Jensen. Oh, there's a battle. Tommy McKinley on the outside of the 8 car of Rick Murray trying to take over that 4th position. McKinley on the outside, Murray on the inside. And up front, Chris Davis seems to be keeping a pretty tight eye on the rear of that 1W of Walter Hamilton. Looks like Tommy McKinley gets around the outside of the 8 car of Rick Murray, bringing him up to 4th. Rick Murray currently in 5th. Tom Lorenz back there in 6th. Walter Hamilton in the 1W still hanging on to that lead. As they go down the back straightaway, it's Hamilton in the 1W, the 98 of Chris Davis, the 123 of Brett Jensen, the 71M of Tommy McKinley, the 8 of Rick Murray, the 84 of Tom Lorenz, the K13 of Shane King, the 25J of Harvey Jackson, Keith Jackson. Two laps to go. Down the back straightaway, they'll be looking at the white flag this time. Chris Davis been the only one that can even keep sight of the rear bumper of the 1W of Walter Hamilton. White flag's out. Walter says one more time. He's just got to hold off a charge at 98 of Chris Davis. Tom Lorenz working real hard to get underneath the 8 of Rick Murray, trying to get that 5th spot, currently relegated to 6th. Checkered flag coming out down the front straightaway. It's the 1W of Walter Hamilton, 2nd going to the 98 of Chris Davis, 3rd to the 123 of Brett Jensen, 4th to the 71M of Tommy McKinley, 5th to the 8 of Rick Murray, 6th to the 84 of Tom Lorenz. And I'll let the rest of it take its course. I'm not even going to try any of that. I'm going to turn it over to Pete now.
Green flag out. Wow. Top side, bottom side. They're all over the racetrack. Clyde Dunn Jr. on the outside, trying to make the move. He's got it. Lead coming off turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Jack Sarton at 47 in 2nd. With a 12 of Johnny Philpott Jr. Well, for a second he was there. The number 81, last week's winner, Cody Simpson, up to 3rd. Philpott goes to 4th. As James McCreary in the 13J rounds out the top 5. Troy Tyndall in the 99 side by side for 6th. With a 15 of Kyle Cave. Dunn Jr. continues to lead. Here comes Cody Simpson down to the bottom side of the racetrack, trying to get the 2nd spot away from the 47 of Jack Sarton. Sarton right through the center. Simpson down on the bottom, coming off turn number 4, side by side for that 2nd spot as they come down the front straightaway. Simpson finding a little bit of moisture down on that bottom side, coming off a 2. Not this time, as Jack Sarton with about a 2-car length advantage going into turn number 3. Clyde Dunn Jr. continues to lead. Once again, strong run. Simpson up to second. Can he hang on to it? Sarton on the top side of the racetrack. Here comes the 88 of Clyde Dunn Jr. But here comes Cody. Oh, up in smoke. The 88 of Clyde Dunn Jr. He didn't lose any power, so maybe just a leak on the 88 of Clyde Dunn Jr. Still looks to be under power. As Simpson dives down. Oh, he's off. Clyde Dunn Jr., our leader, up in smoke. I see some moisture. Is that some moisture, Joe, right there? Maybe some oil down on the track. Wow. Clyde Dunn Jr. up in smoke. Not sure if the motor let go or not, but he was still under power, and there was some, maybe just an oil leak on that 88 of Clyde Dunn Jr. Green flag. Oh! Johnny Philpott got a little assistance on that one. Cody Simpson in the 81. On the gas as he races into turn number 1. James McCreary in second. There's Jack Sarton, and that 47 runs in third. The 29X of Lance Plant runs in fourth, and all the way back up to fifth, the 12 car of Johnny Philpott Jr. Finished here second, finished last year's points in second spot. Back up to fifth here on opening night for the 2021 racing season here at Devil's Bowl Speedway. Cody Simpson pretty much picking up where he left off last week. Out in front by about 15 car lengths over James McCreary in that 13J. And Philpott directly behind the 29X, Lance Plant, as Jack Sarton, that 47, continues to run in third. Problems for Joseph Casper off the track. White flag in the air one more time around Devil's Bowl Speedway for Cody Simpson in the number 81. Working through three, now coming off turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Checker flag, your winner, the number 81, Cody Simpson. James McCreary in the 13J finishes in second. Johnny Philpott, great run from the back after that problem. After getting turned around over here in turn number 2, finishes in third.
Two of Eddie Smith, and outside of him, James Wanderscheid in the 155. And we'll see where they go from here. Oh, that ain't gonna go. I don't know if one took off and the other one didn't, or what. Did Josh, did the 15 jump? Wes will be throwing something at him here pretty soon if you don't. There we go, much better. That's the way it's supposed to work. And as everybody rushes into turn one, Wally Beatty making a move. Oh, Pepper Kirkendall gets shoved into the tire. Looks like the 15B of Thomas Blackwell got into the rear end of the... Looks like the 34 is pulling back off the Speedway. He took the green and he says, I'll get mine. Russ Houck in that car. 56 Ashcraft on the inside. Josh Graham in the 15 on the outside. Then you got McGibney in the 19, Beatty in the 75. And it's time to go again. We'll try it again. Josh Graham goes to the high side. Wally Beatty tries to get underneath him to no avail. Meanwhile, Stephen Ashcraft hangs on to the lead. All right, it's a little bit of wild. Like Brandon Williams, the 17 of Joe Content racing side by side. Brandon Williams pushing on the rear bumper, the 19 of Jeff McGibney. Williams goes to the outside trying to make it 3 wide. That ain't gonna happen. Wally Beatty looking at the underside of the 15 of Josh Graham. Wally Beatty underneath, Graham on top, Beatty underneath. Coming out of turn 4. Oh, looks like the hood or nose piece of the 15 of Josh Graham has come up. Oh, he gets a little sideways. Wally Beatty moves into that second position. As it stands right now, you've got the 56 of Ashcraft, the 75 of Beatty, the 67 of Goswick, the 123 of Brett Jensen, the 15 of Josh Graham, the 17 of Joe Content. Then it's 4 wide, so I'm not saying anything past that. Here comes Graham. Oh, excuse me. Here comes Williams moving underneath. McGibney having some trouble hanging onto that car. It's not acting right for him. Kane Buckmeyer, meanwhile, has moved past. The 19 of McGibney. McGibney dropping back out front. It's the 56 of Ashcraft, the 75 of Beatty, the 67 of Goswick, the 123 of Brett Jensen, the 17 of Joe Content. Looks like he got a little quarter panel damage there, right rear corner. Wally trying to get underneath Ashcraft. Wally in that 75 car. Wally Beatty, Ashcraft pushing high. He's coming in. Ashcraft's leaving it open for Beatty to get into. Meanwhile, they're in the slick spot. And what's going on here? It's a race up front, and I mean it's a 3-car race. I can't even keep up with everything that's going on around this racetrack. Ashcraft going high. Wally trying to get underneath. Goswick's about there to give Wally Beatty a little show of what he's there for. Meanwhile, they're about to come. Ashcraft moving up on a lap car. Lap car staying in the middle of the track. Looks like Jeff McGibney. Oh, bad move, Ashcraft. He got lucky there. McGibney pulled off the racetrack up on the top side. Ashcraft is trying to get there. Wally Beatty on the inside. It's a battle down the back straightaway. Ashcraft going high, Beatty going low. Ashcraft is still holding the lead. They all hugging that bottom line. You'll be seeing a lot of that. Down the back straightaway, Ashcraft just hanging a little bit higher. He thinks that's a little bit slick there. Wally thinks it's a good place to go. Caution is out for the 17 of Joe Content. 10 laps down. Let's see what happens here. Ashcraft stomps on it. So does everyone behind him. Goswick on the outside, Beatty on the inside. Goswick has found something up on the top side, and he pulled up. Now let's see what he does with Ashcraft. Ashcraft's got a little problem with it pushing. Goswick tries to get underneath him like Wally did. That didn't work. Let's see if Goswick stays on top this time. Yes, he does. Ashcraft getting into a little slick there. You can see what's going on. Goswick moving to the top side, trying to get him. Now he moves back underneath. And we got a car way up on the top side. So we went yellow. Well, we'll see. See if that piece hangs on to the 22, Scott Prather, or if we go end up with another yellow. Beatty drives hard. And he saw the line that Goswick had, so Beatty moves into the lead. It's Beatty, Ashcraft, Blackwell, Goswick. Or Goswick and Blackwell, let's see. It'll be Goswick. Oh, they stuck to the inside. The inside is not the way to be right now. Seems like there's a little bit of track on the outside just above the bottom line. Thomas Blackwell. Eric Luttrell getting squeezed into the wall there. Eric Luttrell is moving. He's moved up to the top side. Ashcraft trying to get underneath Wally. Little tag going on there. Little bipping, little banging, little washing, little walking. Here we go. Ashcraft pulls back in the lead, taking the white flag. Wally gets a little high. That's Ashcraft up on the top side. Wally trying to get underneath. That ain't gonna happen. Down the back straightaway. Into turn 3. Yep, checkered flag coming out for the 56 of Ashcraft. Second, going to the 15 of Blackwell. Third to the 75 of Wally Beatty. And fourth to the 11 of Eric Luttrell. And you're probably going to see a little action here. That's not supposed to do that. All right. I'm going to leave all that up to the pay window. Looked like it was Ashcraft, Blackwell, Beatty, and Luttrell as your top 4. They still got to go through the scales and the tech and all that stuff before they get to the pay window.
Green flag out. Martin Edwards on the top side takes the early lead. Robert Vetter in the V8 in second. Colby Stubblefield in the number 2 runs in third with the 1M of Larry Long, now trying to wrestle that spot away, coming off forward. Long with the advantage. We got one off the racetrack. He slows it down. We're good. That's Russell Shoulders in the 11S. Russell Shoulders. As Martin Edwards continues to lead. Joseph Casper, he goes around, parks it. Caution on the Speedway. Oh, watch out. Here we go. Can't pass till you get past that orange cone. Got to go to the outside of the cone. Up, up, up. Well, that was almost going to be something. Martin Edwards using the top side of the racetrack, opening up a lead on the V8 of Robert Vetter. Larry Long in that 1M runs in third. In fourth, the 10G of Marcus Thomas. Fifth, the 2, Kobe Stubblefield. As here comes Austin Mundy in that number 4, trying to get by the 00 of Jaden Brown. Thomas up to fourth. We got one around again. Once again, that number 32, caution on the Speedway. That 32 of Wynard Howard looking the wrong direction on a one-way street. Looks like we got a couple of grooves on this racetrack. This tightens up the pack. We got Martin Edwards in the 45 out in front, the V8 of Robert Vetter in second, the 1M Larry Long running in third, the 10G Marcus Thomas, our track champion from 2020, our 2019 track champion, the number 2 Kobe Stubblefield, rounding out the top 5. Here we go, back to green flag racing. The V8 of Robert Vetter trying to put a slide job on the 45 of Martin Edwards. Martin Edwards crosses over, back to the lead, down in turn number 3. He pushes up on the top side of the racetrack. Here comes Vetter down on the inside, opens up the door. Oh, watch out. Vetter out in front, Larry Long right there in second, the 10G Marcus Thomas in third, fourth. Now Martin Edwards in that 45. Finding some bite on the outside of the racetrack. Goes off over here at 3 and 4. The 45 coming to a stop, coming off turn number 4. Caution on the Speedway. Looked like he had went off the racetrack the lap before over here, and then he gathered it up and he was coming back strong off turn number 2. The 45 of Martin Edwards, and then once again off the racetrack up here in 3 and 4. 5 laps down, 15 to go. Larry Long out in front. 10G Marcus Thomas saw what the V8 of Robert Vetter did last time on that restart. Here he comes, trying to wrestle the lead away from the 1M. Nothing so far. Drifts up the racetrack, pushes, whoa, watch out! Hard into the wall. In fact, we got a couple of cars off the track up here in turn 4. Larry Long and that number 1M out of his race car. Give him a hand. He took a pretty hard lick in the backside. Backed that pretty hard into the front straightaway wall there. Let's see what Robert Vetter can do with it. With a 10G right there on his bumper in second. The 2 of Kobe Stubblefield running in third. And here's Austin Mundy in that number 4. We got some stout competition here in the feature for the sprint cars here at Devil's Bowl. So Vetter takes the bottom. Thomas up on the top side. Here comes the 2 of Kobe Stubblefield. Austin Mundy in the number 4 running in second. New leader as they go down the back straightaway. Oh, watch out. We got him spinning over here in turn 3 and in turns 1 and 2. We've got 4 sprint cars coming to a stop. Wow. Austin Smith in the 18S.
The 4B of Bloxham and the 42 of David Mundy.
The 4B of Bloxham. Hunter Bloxham.
Yep, the 18S of Austin Smith.
The 18S of Austin Smith. The 32. Hyde Howard.
And David Munden in the 42.
And David Munden in the 42. Wow. I just saw him. I'm not sure if something got laid down onto the track because all of a sudden I looked up and just saw him spinning out. All 4 cars.
It's called dry slick, Pete.
Yeah, but they're used to that. They got a big tire.
I'm telling you.
Robert Vetter leads him into turn number 1. Austin Mundy now up to 3rd. The 10G, Marcus Thomas, strong run on the outside. Oh, watch out. Martin Edwards off the racetrack and into the parking lot. Kobe Stubblefield putting the slide job on the V8 of Robert Vetter. Up to 3rd. Vetter trying to make a charge, can't do it. As the 10G, he's the story of the night out in front. We got them all over the place over here in turns number 1 and 2. As Marcus Thomas is going to catch the back of the field. Thomas once again using the top side of the racetrack. Austin Mundy running in 2nd. The 10G clearing the lap car down the back straightaway. There's Mundy trying to reel him in. As we got the 18S coming to a stop. So the 4X, Heath Nestrick, stopped up there at the where the entrance to the racetrack is. Then we also have the 18S of Austin Smith. Heath Nestrick out of his race car in that 4X right there at the entrance to turn number 3, and off turn number 4, the 18S. And I'm not sure we're going to let that go as the 10G of Marcus Thomas out in front. Austin Mundy in 2nd. With the 2 of Kobe Stubblefield in 3rd. The V8 of Robert Vetter in 4th. The 4R of Randy Henderson rounding out the top 5. Then it's the 16P trying to get by the 4R. He was trying to do it on the bottom side of the racetrack. Nothing doing. There's the 16P. Trying to get by Henderson. Side by side down the front straightaway. So the 16P of Matthew Holt now up to 5th. Randy Henderson goes to 6th. Joseph Casper running in 7th. Casper saw what the 16P just did, and that's what he's trying to do. Coming off turn number 2. Oh, watch out right in front of the leaders. We got 2 cars. The 18S and the 77 of Nathan Henderson.
18 of Austin Smith.
The 18S of Austin Smith and the 77 of Nathan Henderson.
The wind is blowing way hard.
It sure is. Look at that flag on the back straightaway, sticking straight out. Problems for the 16, not getting up to speed. Matthew Holt, he'll take it off the racetrack. We stay green. Austin Mundy right there in 2nd. The 10G, Marcus Thomas out in front. Mundy down to the bottom side, pulls alongside the 10G down the back straight. Away they go. The 10G is still with about a 3-car length advantage as they go into turn number 3. Your top 2, top 3, top 4, all taking the top side of the racetrack off turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Austin Mundy diving down to the bottom, trying to get close enough, trying to put the slide job on the 10G. Nothing doing. Falls back about 6 car lengths. Laps winding down here in the feature for the sprint cars. Uh-oh, lap traffic going to play a part in this one. The number 42, pretty slow right here in front of the leader with a couple of laps to go. The 10G goes to the top side. Now with a pretty commanding lead coming off turn number 2 and going into 3, now coming off turn number 4. White flag in the air. This is it, money lap. Checkered flag. You're a winner. The 10G of Marcus Thomas. Austin Mundy hangs on to second. Colby Stubblefield comes home in third with the V8 of Robert Vetter in fourth. Here's your winner, the 10G, Marcus Thomas. Second spot going to the 4 of Austin Mundy. Colby Stubblefield in the 2 finishes third. The V8 of Robert Vetter fourth. Randy Henderson in the 4R rounds out the top 5. 6th, the 4B of Hunter Bloxham. 7th, the 24 Joseph Casper. 8th, the 909 of Mark Kliss Jr. That's the way they finish up. All unofficial till it hits the pay window. We're going to kick open the gates. Everybody invited over to the pit area. We'll put those stairs down. We'll bring all the feature winners out here to the front straightaway to the Platinum Collision Victory Lane here at Devil's Bowl Speedway. We're down in Victory Lane with our USRA factory stock feature winner tonight. No stranger to Victory Lane, Walter Hamilton. Man, making it. You won it tonight, but it seemed like you couldn't shake the 98 tonight.
Man, the 98, he's there every night. Every night we have really good races. Me, him, his brother. I mean, the factory stock class is really so close and competitive that the 98 is going to be there, 17 is going to be there. So the other guys, they're getting better. So you just got to take it for what it is.
I want to say that you're the one coming out on top because didn't you win a couple of weeks ago as well?
Yeah, this is I think my third win in 6 nights, so 7 nights maybe.
50%. Not bad.
Not too bad. I mean, I love luck. So if it wasn't for luck, I wouldn't have nothing.
And who are the sponsors who brought you to Victory Lane tonight?
Man, my uncle, my dad, RCJ Racing, Smiley's, 517, Outlaw. I mean, Patsy, Paul Peters. You know, they're all everybody on my. I got a lot of people on my car that their name's not even there, and it's for good reasons. But they're always there to help me, and I sure do appreciate it.
Well, you're doing a great job behind the wheel.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations, Walter Hamilton, USRA factory stock feature winner tonight here at Devil's Bowl Speedway. We're in Victory Lane with our Everclear Auto Glass feature winner in the limited modifieds here tonight at Devil's Bowl Speedway. I want to say that's already a couple of wins on the year, Stephen Ashcraft.
It's been going good this year, man. I appreciate it.
You got a big old smile on your face.
I went all last year's first year, no victories, and we started off this year on the right foot. So got to thank all my sponsors, Synergy, CMP Pumps, Extreme Electric, Bodies by Culliver, everybody who helps put this car together. Once again, from the halftime deal, got to thank the Smoking Hot Wife.
I'm thinking that's the reason for the big smile.
That helps. I'm not going to lie. It helps.
Well, congratulations on your win here tonight.
Thank you, sir.
That's Stephen Ashcraft, your Everclear Auto Glass limited modified feature winner tonight here at Devil's Bowl. That does it for the season opener here at Devil's Bowl Speedway. Here tonight, Stephen Ashcraft brought it home in the Everclear Auto Glass limited modifieds tonight. And then in the White Horse Tuning and Dyno, it was his second feature win of the year, the number 81, Cody Simpson. In the sprint cars, the 10G and Marcus Thomas brought it home in the top spot, and Walter Hamilton was your USRA factory stock feature winner here tonight here at Devil's Bowl Speedway. We're off for Easter, then we come back on April 10th for the weekly championship racing series, and then on April 17th, the World of Outlaws visit Devil's Bowl Speedway. For now, that does it from here at Devil's Bowl Speedway.